Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the HG Star Burning Gundam from GMs Counter Attack. Now we saw this kit in the latest OVA of the GMs Counter Attack from Bilge Fighters, and it had a really good visual impact, and so I decided to get this kit. First of all, I'm reviewing this kit a week late because in Korea this got released last week, or at least this week, because there was a event going on in the Korean Gundam base, so this got a week delayed. So sorry for about that aspect, for not being able to review this early. Anyway, let's see what we got. First of all, if I had to say something about this kit, I really love the design. I really love how it looks. However, this kit, I'm not saying this is a bad kit. However, there are some aspects that, because of those aspects, I don't like. It didn't really match up to my expectations. Anyway, let's see what we got. First of all, of course, we get the Star Burning Gundam itself. Let's put it on the back. Now, let's see what we're supposed to get, or what you use on this kit officially. Now, here's all the parts over here. You get 2 green beam sabers. However, you get the short ones. I really don't know what's the standard or criteria for the ones getting the long ones and the ones getting the shorter ones. But yeah, you get the green ones, which is pretty uncommon, but still, that's a very good thing. Now you get its beam rifle, which is like one of the main problems I have with this kit, so I will mention that later. I already put it on the multi-purpose hands on it, so I don't need to like fiddle around with it. So yeah, we get the beam rifle. You get 2 multi-purpose hands like this, and then I'm currently using the fist type hands on the kit itself, so just letting you guys know. We have the karate chop hands, which is exactly the same from the Burning Gundam. I mean the build Burning Gundam. And then we have the open style hands like these as well. And then we have these 2 handles and the shield. The shield can be separated into 2 pieces, which I will demonstrate later. These are for the ones if you're going to separate them in 2 pieces. So that's that. And you get some leftover poly caps like that. The only 2 you don't use are those. You get a sticker sheet, which I did technically use everything. Don't mind these cut marks. I was trying to test something out, but it didn't work. I did use all the stickers, so I will mention where the stickers are supposed to go. And here are the leftover pieces, which I believe is from the build Burning Gundam. We have the backpack part, we have this connector, we have the ones that goes on the, I believe, the back of the leg thrusters, I believe, and we get the waist section. So yeah, let's get on to the review. Actually, I'll get rid of the stand. And let's see what we got. First of all, overall design, it mentions in the manual that it's like a pretty originally built kit, but we can all tell that it has some aspects from the Shining Gundam as well. So let's see what we got. And let's start with the head. The head, I really like the head. It's like a mixture of the Shining Gundam and the Rising Gundam. So some people have some mixed opinions on this because there's no like opening, but oh well. The head, the eyes are a sticker, and the small camera sticker is on the V fin. Then that sticker is really difficult to actually put in, so I had some trouble. So for the head articulation wise, it's pretty good. It can go down that much, up that much, and then 360 should be easy to do. And I did not remove the safety nubs because I want to show you guys a not broken V-fin while I'm reviewing the kit. So that's that. Now let's look at the body. All over the body or around the kit, you can see these blue clear pieces. I really love those kind of effects. And the reason why I do like this preferably than the Build Strike and the Build Burning Gundam is that for the Build Burning, I really didn't like the aspect where I had to swap out the blue pieces with the red pieces. And for the Build Strike, you can obviously tell it's from the Strike Gundam. This one, unless you have some maybe you can guess, but it's not really that noticeable compared to where it's originally from. So yeah, for the body structure, or the mostly inner frame parts are mostly the same as the Build Burning Gundam. So you can have the ab crunch forward and backward like that. 360 not really possible because of the way how the shape it is in the middle section here. So that's that. And for the shoulders, they work pretty much the same as the the GMs and the Build Burning. So you can have this extension on the shoulders as well, and the main arm is connected to a ball joint into the main body into a polycap, so you have a pretty good movement as well. And the arms can go about 90 degrees to the side, and since it's based on the Build Burning's inner frame, you have a double jointed bend, so 360 shouldn't be a problem at all. However, here's one thing I don't like about this kit. the arms, when you're trying to pose something, they tend to pop out a little bit easily. So that's that. And for the stickers, you see this yellow on the shoulder, that's actually a sticker piece over here, front and back. Okay, that's that, and yeah, overall everything else is the color separation is pretty good as well. Now let's look at the backpack. And the backpack, you see these yellow marks, those are also stickers as well. So you get 4 of these, and the way how you connect it is pretty much the same as the build burning. You put it in and slide it in like that. There's nothing too special going on the backpack since we don't actually get any special part effects, but you can actually twist these parts on the backpack if you want to do so. I believe this did occur in the anime, like really, like slightly. Okay, now we've seen the arms, and the hands are your typical ball jointed hands with this equipment here, which I will mention later, and you have the articulated wrist as well. And because of being this double joint, you might sometimes get a awkward position in the arms. Okay, now let's look at the waist section. The waist section, these black areas, I actually panel lined. The front skirt comes in with a single piece, but you can separate them into 2 if you want to do so. The side skirts, I'm not sure if these are the exact same design or shape as the build strike, but just letting you guys know, I'm not really sure since I don't have one. The front side skirts don't move that much. And on the knees here, this yellow section here is actually a sticker, and also these are the black lines are actually panel lined on the knees and the legs. So for the leg, it can go 90 degrees up front, and you have a double jointed bend, and also this black section is a sticker as well with your ball jointed feet, and the feet does not fold as well, and there's more clear pieces on the legs, which I really do like. And if you're wondering, yes, it has a side swivel. As much you want to go to the side, this cannot go too much because of these side skirts are like on the way. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the kit itself. Now let's get its equipment. Now let's see. Let's start with its beam rifle. The beam rifle is one, as mentioned, is one of the parts that kind of frustrated me. First of all, it's not color accurate. As you can see, I colored these insides in green. However, that's not exactly how it's supposed to be. You can unfold the rifle, and technically the back section here, or the inside section, this section here is supposed to be gray or blackish, and they come in entirely white. So you might need to color that as well. And for the beam rifle explanation, this is like This is like a consecutive shot type of beam rifle, so you can shoot rapid fire on this, but it's weak. But if you turn it on like this, it loses its rapid fire, but it fires like more powerful shots. So that's what it says in the manual. But I do personally like the design like in this form. Now here's the thing: if you're going to use the beam rifle, and this is where the problem comes up, you have to put the beam rifle handle like at the most bottom. If you do it like this, here's what happens. Yeah, it bends in the front. You can't do that. You have to extend it out as much as possible and then connect it to the hand. So it gives out this awkward grip, and there we go, it's popping out again. So anyway, if you don't mind that, it works, but it's not the best posability as well. I mean, this beam rifle did look a little bit weird at the first place, so who knows? So yeah, it holds it pretty well, but if you extend it now you can actually push it down a little bit to the bottom. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this design, so I don't think I'll be using this on display as well. Okay, so that's that. Oh, actually, so for the beam rifle, you can just plug it off if you can. I mean, plugging it in was easy, but taking it out was a little bit tricky. So that's that. And here's another part which kind of bothers me as well. Let me just swap out the hands first, and then we'll get into it. There we go. Now, the beam sabers are they have a firm connection on the side. They're technically pegged in to that peg, and there's a hole in the beam saber. However, there's no actual hole in the or peg on the hands. At first, it was a tight fit, but once I got it in, it works pretty well. You just need to slide it in, and it holds it pretty well. It's not like loose or any way. It holds it pretty well. And it's a green beam saber, so not a common color. Okay, now for the shield. The shield has has two ways of connecting. First, you can combine it like into one shield and then attach this piece, which is a double peg and a double hole. However, I would like to recommend that do not push it all the way through and then connect it. Sorry about that, because if you do that, it has this loose feeling. So once you attach the two shields, pull it a little bit out, and then attach this, so you have a more firm connection. Because at first mine was getting loose pretty easily, and I dropped this, and then a clear piece popped out, and some clear pieces might require some glue because some of them don't like have this snap feeling. They're like just there. So yeah, that's another thing that you might want to consider, because if you build the Burning Gundam, you should know that some clear pieces were kind of loose, so you can actually reattach them or take it out. So anyway, you have these two peg looking things, and on the sidearm you have these two holes. You just need to plug it in, and there you go. It's like a clipping gimmick, but not exactly. And the shield, it looks okay. I mean, it looks like the more flat version of the Rising Gundam's shield, so that's a good reference if you ask me. So that's that. I mean, even the shield did not do too well in the anime. It actually got destroyed pretty easily, if I remember correctly. So that's that. And now we will take that out, and then we can separate the shields like this. And then you can attach one of these handles. You get two of these. Like, let's put it in the middle, for example. And then you can reattach them like this. Which, yeah, it's not the best connection. Or what you can do is do it the other way around. It's really up to you. I mean, the manual, they show like multiple examples. But yeah. So yeah, here's one example in the manual. Here it is. It looks like it's using it as a fist. However, the way how it grabs it, it's not the best connection ever. See, it's like that. So I suggest you just use it in a single piece. I mean, yeah, like that. So the way how this connects to each other, they have a peg and a hole here, and this one has it on the other way around. You just need to snap them in. Also, I also panel line these sections since I prefer that way. Anyway, I guess that is pretty much it for the review. Now, if I had to say something, like I said, I really love the design. However, they could have done this better. What I'm seeing is that they basically used the same parts as the Build Burning Gundam, which wasn't exactly the perfect kit. There were some flaws in it. However, since this is like the missing link between the Star Build Strike and the Build Burning Gundam, so I'm not here to complain. Overall, if they actually make a real grade version or a master grade version of this, I would really go for it, because this is one of those kits that has so much potential. However, it's like limited to the fact that it's like a high grade, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, so if you're a really big fan of the design or the characters or whatever, it's a kit for you. However, I don't know, it could be just me that was handling it clumsy, so it could be different for you guys. So don't take it too seriously. If you really like the kit, go for it. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. The main important part is this part, which I did not like. The fact that the arms, these side parts or side guards are connected into a peg that's on the arm. Let me take it out. Okay, as you can see, I just dropped the piece, and the way there's a peg right over here on the arm, and the way how this connects is to connect the peg. There's two holes, and you have this claw part, which is pretty much a reference from the Shining and the God Gundam. You plug it in, then there's no actual thing that holds this in. This is just right there. So I've moved this piece multiple times, so it's getting loose now. One small touch and it falls off. They should have done like a sliding. If they were going to do a sliding gimmick, they should have added another piece so it does not fall off. So in the anime, they use the final move on this. This part extends, and to make it look like it extended, it technically goes onto the bottom one, but to make it look like it's extended, you can move it. You can plug it onto the top version. So let me give an example, and there we go. Yeah, it keeps doing that. Sorry about that. I mean, so you can make it look like it's extended. You can technically extend the yellow part, but for mine's already loose, so that's that. And yeah, there's the problem with the posing. Since it's on the side and you can only twist the entire arm only, not the bottom arm, you cannot make it into a legit pose where this is on the bottom and then you're folding the arm. So there's some issues on the posing aspect. This is like, so the beam rifle or the weapons and this side guards are the main problem, that it kind of, did not make me, or this kit not being up to my expectations. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. That was pretty much it for the Star Burning Gundam. If you're a big fan of the design, go for it. If not, you're not missing out too much. So just letting you guys know. Anyway, hopefully I will be making more reviews next week. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.